Saha aham svāṁśa-kalayā. Saha is used for what? Saha aham means I. Svāṁśa-kalayā. So svāṁśa-kalayā means, so Prabhupada explained in the purport, there is, Lord is two kind of expansion. One is called svāṁśa, another is ete chams kalaha pumsa. So ansa and kala. Who is ansa? Who is ansa? Balram, Baldev. There is only one ansa. So ansa means immediate expansion. That's only Balaram. And as we know, all the expansions come through Balaram. So they all are called category of Kalaya. Kala. So the Lord is saying, Saha means along with, Aham means I. I will appear. How? Svāṁśa-kalayā. To whom is saying? Kardama Muni. I will appear Tvad-birena, by your semen. Mahamuni, a great sage. I am going to appear not as a Krishna but svāṁśa-kalayā. It's not Krishna, it's not a Balaram. It's a Kapiladeva, which is expansion of the expansion. And where, how I am going to appear? Tava kshetre devhutya. From the you and Devahūti. Tava means your kshetra. Then pranesh tattva-saṁhitā. And I am going to instruct the tattva-saṁhitā. Tattva means philosophy, or samhita means the Sāṅkhya philosophy. To whom? To Devahūti. So great sage, I shall manifest my own plenary portion through your wife Devahūti, along with your 9 daughters. Saha means along with the 9 daughters. Saha aham. I shall instruct her in the system of philosophy that deals with ultimate principle or categories. In the whole purport we say there are 3 subject points are mentioned. What are the 3 points? Main points regarding the expansion. Second, regarding the holy name of Hare Krishna. And third is about the deities. Prabhupada very systematically points out these 3 things. So, as we know, and Prabhupada writes in the Krishna book, when Krishna appears, all the incarnations appears along with Krishna. What does it mean? The only one person was there. He has all the features of other incarnation. So that's called Krishna is a Adi Purusham Govindam Adi Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami. Only Adi Chetna Ete Chams Kalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So the Supreme Lord is one, Krishna. Ekala Iswara Krishna or Sab Vritya. Even the Balaram, even the Rama, Narayana, or all other Vasudeva, Sanga, Krishna, they all are servant to Krishna, they are serving Krishna. Actually, to understand the personality of Krishna is very difficult. Somebody had asked me, are they all different or they are the same? Krishna, Balarama, Narayana, Vasudeva, Vamna, so many other. So are they same or one? It's called Achinta Veda Veda. They are same but still they are different. Prabhupada writes in the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, 6th chapter, the Supreme Lord is one, the absolute, the title of the chapter. And so Lord, actually when we say the Supreme Absolute, there's only one soul. There's no 2 two personalities or one personality. But still, the Lord can expand individually into different personalities. But there, He remains still the one. Krishna, Balarama and others, they are the one. But still, they have a different personalities. The Lord can do that. Achyutam Anadi Ananta Rupam. Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Ananta Rupam. And in the beginning of Bhagavatam it says, Sāṅkhya, the Lord is unlimited, as many waves in the ocean. So that's called svāṁśa. Prabhupada is giving the analogy which is Brahma is giving. Like if one candle light the another candle, you light up the n number of candles, each having the same potency, but still the first candle remains the first. So even though Baladeva and Krishna, there's no difference, but still the Krishna remains the first, from whom everything has come. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam iti mattva bhajante ma buddhabhava samanvitaha. So even regarding this expansion, the Lord Chaitanya explained to Sanatana Goswami, where he explained this in Banaras, Kashi. So that's beautiful, lot of description. Sometimes it may be confusing also. N number of different expansion. The 6-man category, further they divide into further categories. To the Sanatana Goswami in Banaras. So that is mentioned in the Madhya Leela of Chaitanya Charitamrita, 20th chapter. And Prabhupada is saying this Sāṅkhya Yoga, which is propounded by Kapiladeva, is actually Bhakti Yoga. Nothing to do with the atheistic Sāṅkhya philosophy which is propagated by another Kapiladeva. So Lord is propagated the Bhakti Yoga. Sāṅkhya comes from number. So analyzing how this world is made up, like scientists now they are trying to analyze with the periodic table of the chemistry, what are the elements made of everything. So that's then they lead to something called atheistic. No? We can never understand Krishna through our logic and reasoning. And like in the case of when Krishna expanded himself in the Dwarka, 16,000 one-noted form. So when the Lord expanded, they each were individual personality. They have different behavior, they have different way to talk, they have different relationship with each queens in Dwarka. But still he is the same. As we heard of, when Krishna has to go to the parliament house, they all used to come out from the palace, 16,108. And he has to go one. They used to merge in the one he used to go. Then he used to come again, divide and go. So this is very difficult. So this revelation of this knowledge has to happen in the heart. How is that? It's very difficult for us to conceive. For us to conceive the spirit soul is achintya. It's very difficult to conceive the who am I even. We say like Satchit Ananda. What is Satchit Ananda? How the personality made up? So this has to be revealed. Ataha Sri Krishna Namadi Nabhavit Grahayam Indriya Sevan Mukhihi Jivado Samep Spurti Ada. So the Lord can be conceived. Can we understand? If Lord desires, we cannot grab the Lord. We cannot understand the Lord by our own effort. So when we serve the Lord, and how? Jivado. By tongue, by chanting the holy name and honoring only the Krishna Prasadam. then Lord will reveal to us. Then only we can understand. It so happened, I have one donor, one person to whom I was interacting. So he was reading Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada's. He read twice or thrice, 3 times. A little intellectual, he's a chartered accountant. So after reading, he told प्रभु जी आपकी भगवद गीता में हर जगह हरे कृष्ण मंत्र का जप के बारे में बताया गया है, और कुछ तो है ही नहीं भगवद गीता में. हर जगह Prabhupada is writing everywhere, chant holy name, Hare Krishna. So here Prabhupada also is mentioning, So actually the process to understand Krishna, revelation happen by only chanting the holy name. And Prabhupada says, Prabhupada is writing, the Lord's names are considered in exactly the same way. Since the Lord is absolute, His name, form, pastime, paraphernalia, and His glories are the same. So actually Prabhupada says, Krishna's name includes everything. Very difficult to understand how the name includes the form, the qualities. The pastimes also is there inside the name. In the absolute world, the name Krishna is a transcendental sound, representation of the Lord. Naam Chintamani Krishnas. Naam Chintamani Krishnas. So Krishna's name is Chintamani. Chintamani means touchstone. Means what? Naam Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. So holy name of Krishna is a Chintamani, Chaitanya and Rasa Vigraha. 3 qualities are there. Naam Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. So Chintamani means touchstone. So when you touch a stone, you put a touch into the iron to become a gold. So similarly, the holy name of Krishna, when it's chanted attentively, it touches the heart, and the heart transforms into the beautiful, all contamination will go away. And we develop pure love for Krishna. And Chaitanya. Chaitanya means conscious. The holy name of Krishna is a conscious personality. So that's the reason Madhya Prabhu says Naam Prabhu. Is a person, personality. So when we beg from Naam Prabhu, please help me so that I can serve you. And Ras Vigraha. Ras Vigraha means Krishna called Ras Raj. Rasa means mallows. So the holy name has a mallows, that relation. So Naam Chintamani Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. What is the next? Purna Siddho Nitya Mukto Abhinitvam Nama Namino. Purna Siddho is completely purified, fully. Nitya Mukto, eternally liberated. Abhinitvam Nama Namino. So no difference between Krishna as a person and Krishna's name. So this is called sound. So actually Prabhupada is saying, if we chant name of the Lord, Hare Krishna. By chanting, when you say Hare Krishna, it's not something we have Prabhupada just Hare Krishna. Prabhupada is writing, if we chant the name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, that has as much potency as the Lord Himself. So we can interact the Lord by chanting the holy name. And Prabhupada writes, especially in this Kali Yuga. So in all Yoga, the holy name is very powerful. किंतु इस कलयुग में इस विशेष रूप से see, to understand what does that mean, like in every yoga Lord appears, like Krishna is coming Dwapar Yoga, so that is called his manifested Leela happened, but still Krishna is there, but it's unmanifested form. So similarly in this Kali Yuga, when the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come, we vibrate the material sound, Hare Krishna, but that's not the material sound. So what we are chanting is a material sound, and we are not fully purified. So when we chant, especially in this Kali Yuga, that too given by Lord Chaitanya, the Lord completely manifests, even though we may not be completely purified. Other yoga, when you purified, Krishna will manifest. But in this, especially when we take this Hare Krishna under the guidance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and one of his spiritual masters like Srila Prabhupada, so he manifests and is purifies us. So that potency of Hare Krishna mantra is very powerful. Prabhupada writes in the one of the Purport of Bhagavatam 7th canto 4th chapter, performing kirtan and hearing the vibration of the sound Hare Krishna is actually seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly. So performing kirtan and hearing the sound vibration of Hare Krishna is actually seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly. So seeing Krishna means actually participating in the kirtan and hearing the sound Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In Kali Yuga, if this Vedic Mahamantra is chanted regularly and held regularly by the devotional process of Shravanam Kirtanam, it will purify all the society. Thus, humanity will be happy both materially and spiritually. Even materially they will be happy by chanting the holy name. So if society at all wants to be happy, they should take the process of holy name chanting, especially the Hare Krishna mantra. And it said that chanting Hare Krishna mantra is the easiest process for achieving the spiritual success. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from all material bondage and promoted to the transcendental kingdom of God. One place for the writes, the holy name of Krishna is more powerful than Krishna himself. When Krishna descended, he has certain restrictions. But the holy name, especially given by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So actually when we chant Hare Krishna mantra, we directly associate with Krishna because name is the incarnation of Krishna. Pada says, the holy name of the Lord should be chanted 24 hours daily. Somebody asked me, Krishna saying, Mam Anushmaram Yuddhacha. Say, see, what does mean Anushmaram? Yuddhacha means of fighting according to the desire of Krishna. Arjuna, what does mean Ismaran? Mam Anushmaram Yuddhacha. So Prabhu, that's the best way to Smaran Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna. If the mind becomes disturbed while chanting, the mind brings a lot of thoughts and other things. If the mind becomes disturbed while chanting, one should chant louder to force a mind to concentrate on the sound of Krishna's name. So mind is too much disturbed, you should chant loudly. Mind is forced to hear. A devotee should not desire anything except this chanting. That let me live with the society of devotee and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This should be the only purpose of life. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam. When Prabhupada says, when we read Srimad Bhagavatam attentively and scrutinizingly, the conclusion is that we come to platform of chanting Hare Krishna 24 hours. And the chanting continuously, constantly, incessantly will happen only when we develop humility, humbleness. Trinadapi sunichena taror apis amanina manedena kirtani sadahari. We want to chant more, we want to chant not only. It will happen when we develop Trinadapi sunichena taror apis amanena manedena kirtani sadahari. If this is not there, we cannot chant continuously, always. Prabhupada says one place, I was prepared to chant if there were no men to hear me. Bhakti Thakur Maharaj says, just you speak, even if there's no one to come to hear, the four walls in the room will hear. So I was prepared to chant if there was no man to hear. The principle of chanting is to glorify the Lord, not to attract a crowd. Drink more, you become a drunkard. Similarly, chant more, you become a perfect chanter. So we want to chant without offenses, we want to chant more better. So Prabhupada says, a drunkard, he would drink, he become a more drunkard. Similarly, chant more, you become a perfect chanter. In context with Haridas Thakura, he said, खंड खंड है देह यया यदि प्राण खंड खंड है देह यया यदि प्राण तुमी अमी बदने ना छाड़ी हरिनाम खंड खंड है देह यया यदि प्राण तबु अमी बदने ना छाड़ी हरिनाम. Even if my body is cut into the millions of pieces, I give up my life. I will never give up chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So that's the Haridas Thakura is saying. And the Haridas Thakura, when he converted the prostitute, Chintamani, he says, after she was converted, then he gave the instruction to her. He said, Nirantar naam लो कर तुलसी सेवना अचिरत पावे तवे कृष्णेन चरणा. So Nirantan naam लो. So always chant the holy name. Kar tulsi sevana, and worship the tulsi plant. So Haridas Thakura instructed you chant in the front of Tulsi Maharani. So Nirantar naam lo kar tulsi sevana achirat pave tave Krishna charana. Chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra continuously and render service to Tulsi plant by watering her and offering praise to her. In this way, you will very soon get the opportunity to be settled at the lotus feet of Krishna. To chant the holy name and dance in ecstasy is so easy and sublime that one can achieve all benefit of a spiritual life simply following this process. Prabhupada is writing in the Ajamala case. So when we chant and dance in ecstasy, so the chanting, dancing and feasting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has recommended that everyone chant Hare Krishna mantra just to cleanse the dust from the heart. If the dust of the heart is cleansed away, then one can actually understand the importance of holy name. For the writing the Nectar of Devotion, chapter 12. So actually the importance of holy name also we can understand by chanting. So that's the reason Prabhu says, whom we meet, we should ask them to chant the holy name, and we should also chant ourselves. The holy name of Lord should be chanted 24 hours daily. Again, by chanting Krishna's name, one will be transferred to the spiritual planet Krishna Loka without a doubt. For the writing the 8.7 Bhagavad Gita purport. Mam Anrisma Yuddha Cha, that purport. If we chant the holy name of Krishna, Hare Krishna mantra, he will transfer without a doubt. Or there's only one way to chant the holy name. It's Hare Krishna mantra. Pada writes in the Madhya Leela of 22.113 purport. Ismartabhya satatam Vishnu Vismartabhyo na jatuchit Sarv nidhi nisedhasur et evina kinkara. Krishna is the origin of Lord Vishnu. He should always be remembered and never forgotten at any time. All the rules and prohibitions mentioned in the Sasas should be the servant of these principles. So in the purport of this verse, Prabhupada is writing, this verse is a quotation from Padma Purana. There are many regulative principles in the Sastras and direction given by the spiritual master. These regulative principles should act as a servant of the basic principle, that is, one should always remember Krishna, never forget him. But this is a principle when we write in the Khaja packet. Always remember Krishna, never forget him. This is possible. How this is possible? We want to remember Krishna, not forget. This is possible only when one chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Therefore, one must strictly chant Hare Krishna Mantra, Maha Mantra 24 hours daily. So, we want to remember Krishna, never forget him. That will happen only when we chant Hare Krishna Mantra. One will develop ruchi, liking for chanting the holy name when one has compassion for each and every being by giving them the holy name. So we develop ruchi in that chanting, liking when we. So there's only two words: to chant and give the holy name, make others to chant. Raghuva says, how shall I chant with one tongue? How shall I hear with 2 ears? Had it been millions of tongues, trillions of years, then I could enjoy it. Actually, the holy name is very sweet. So when we chant by praying to Lord Chaitanya, then we can achieve the taste. Lord Chaitanya has given the greatest boon in this age. One simply has to chant the holy name of Lord to attain perfection of his spiritual life. The holy name of Krishna is so attractive that anyone who chants it, including all living entities, moving and non-moving, even moving and non-moving living entities, even Lord Krishna himself becomes imbued with love of Krishna. Even the Krishna himself, that's the Lord Chaitanya, is Krishna himself has come. He himself has chanted incessantly. So this is the effect of chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. The Krishna conscious movement is therefore has only two purposes. The Krishna conscious movement is therefore distributing sublime information to the entire human society. The effect that by simply chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one can become perfect in this life and go back home, back to Godhead. So the Hare Krishna movement is distributing this information. By simply chanting Hare Krishna, one can go back to Godhead. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has inaugurated the Hare Krishna movement, which is non-different from Krishna. So Hare Krishna movement is non-different from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If one associate with this movement, what association means? One chants Hare Krishna mantra under the order of Prabhupada. If one associate with this movement, he directly associate with Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this movement is not ordinary. Krishna descended Kali Yuga in this movement. So people should take advantage of chanting Hare Krishna mantra and thus gain relief from all problems created in this age of Kali. Again in the Madhya Leela, as I said, Krishna Naam Nirantar Yahar Badne Si Vaishna Shrest Bhaj Tahar Charane. So Krishna Naam Nirantar Yahar Badne. Badne means in the mouth, who is chanting always Hare Krishna. Si Vaishna Shrest Bhaj Tahar Charane. A person who is constantly chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is considered the first class Vaishnava, and everyone's duty is to serve his lotus feet. So Prabhupada says one place, spiritual master is not happy, he brings lot of wealth, money to him, but he becomes more happy if someone follows his rules and regulations, chant Hare Krishna constantly and makes others to make them chant. One has to continue chanting Hare Krishna mantra and the preaching, the chanting of this mantra, because such preaching and chanting constitute the perfection of the life. This is one of the purport of bhagavatam. The best way to remember Krishna is to always chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. In many instructions of chanting, Prabhupada conclude 4 things. The japa, the chanting should be done in the morning hours of the Brahma Muhurta. Second, chanting should happen in the full concentration, and one should chant distinctly pronounced and attentive hearing. So 4 things Prabhupada emphasized. One is in Brahma Muhurta chanting. So that's a region Mangalam Arati. Prabhupada is a compulsory. So when you get up in the morning, you say chant Brahma Muhurta. Second, with full concentration, no distraction, and chanting distinctly pronounced and hearing attentively. Devotional service begins with chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna mantra, and side by side translate understanding Krishna. Prithu Maharaj is very emphatic. This was the writing in the one purport. Prithu Maharaj in that scenario. Prithu Maharaj is very emphatic in this connection. Only an animal can give up the practice of chanting Hare Krishna. If one not chant Hare Krishna is an animal. Only an animal can give up the practice of chanting Hare Krishna. Those who are not animal but actually intelligent, advanced, human, civilized men cannot give up this practice of continuously chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Purport 4, 2026. So only animal can give up constant chanting. In this horrible condition of life, there is only one way to liberate, to engage in activities of transcendental chanting and hearing the holy name. This all purports, many purports I have taken out. Srimad Bhagavatam, it is repeatedly, again and again, clearly said that essence of religion in this age of Kali is the chanting the holy name of Hare Krishna mantra. So whole conclusion, we are reading Bhagavatam, we have everything we know, but you are not engaged constantly chanting Hare Krishna, we are missing the real point. The Krishna conscious movement is based on this principle. Chant Hare Krishna mantra at every moment, as much as possible, both inside and outside of the temple. As far as possible, distribute prasadam also. So only the Hare Krishna conscious movement is based on the principle chant Hare Krishna mantra at every moment. Kirtani Sada Hare. As much as possible, both inside and outside the temple. Let people chant Hare Krishna mantra constantly, then their demonic tendency will be killed. So we want to develop good qualities. Today morning I was saying, the enviousness will go, become sometimes envious to another fellow devotees also. So can go by chanting constantly. So then their demonic tendency will be killed by constant chanting Hare Krishna. They will become first class devotee, happy in this life and in the next. Chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is potent always, but especially in the Kali Yuga is very potent. A devotee is not afraid of going to hell if one has opportunity to hear the glories of Lord constantly. The devotees always want to hear the glories. So he is not afraid of going to hell, but as long as he gets an opportunity to chant the holy name. So this is the advantage of chanting Hare Krishna mantra. One may be put into any condition, but God gives him the prerogative to chant Hare Krishna in any condition of life. If one goes on chanting, he will never be unhappy. Prabhu is saying is very nice analogy. With this I'll finish. The dog is also sleeping on the side of a street without any difficulty. The God is also sleeping on the side of a street without any difficulty. And the king is also sleeping on a palace, very nice apartment. A Krishna conscious person, he is also sleeping, but there are different grades. The Krishna conscious person, while sleeping, is chanting Hare Krishna. What was I saying? The Krishna conscious person, while sleeping, is chanting Hare Krishna. This can be done. If you practice this Hare Krishna, even in sleeping, you will chant Hare Krishna. If you practice this Hare Krishna, even in sleeping, you will chant Hare Krishna. Everything depends on practice. One of the lecture of Srimad Bhagavatam 5.5.2, boss says, even the sleeping you can chant. If you practice Krishna consciousness very systematically. So in this Kali Yuga, if simply chant, or even if you cannot chant, because that require little fortune. Sometimes people cannot chant, may not able to chant. Once Madhupandit Prabhu was explaining, long back we were going to Tirupati from Bangalore in a bus, all inmates. So we took a break for the breakfast on the way. So we all got into the one field and we all sat and we just about to start on a prasadam. One woman comes there and she was a little poor and she was looking for some help. So Madhu Pandit called her and asked, take this prasadam, but you chant Hare Krishna. Say Hare Krishna, I will give you a prasadam. Madhu Pandit Prabhu 5 minutes was asking, but she could not be able to chant Hare Krishna. But anyway, Madhu Pandit gave prasadam. Then he said, because someone is very sinful, cannot chant Hare Krishna. So in the Kali Yuga, if one simply chant, or even if one cannot chant, because that require little fortune. If we simply hear, that will help us. So these centers are meant for chanting and hearing about Krishna, especially Hare Krishna mantra. Simply this process, chanting and hearing, will purify our existence. So one must read Srimad Bhagavatam regularly with scrutinizingly to gradually become attached to Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The purport of CC Ling, one should read and scrutinize. Why one should read? So that you become attached to Hare Krishna mantra. So we must know this is a wonderful gift given by Srila Prabhupada in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. And by chanting Hare Krishna, we can transfer ourselves to Golok Vrindavan, which is otherwise not possible by any means. So we should develop attachment of chanting Hare Krishna as much as possible, which will help us so that we can gradually move for chanting pure holy name. I'll stop here. Grintharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jagat Guru Prabhupada ki Nitai Go Prem Nande Hare.